Bakugo is back, and not just back from the brink of death, back from guilt, anger, and years of feeling like he failed the man he admired the most. Episode 3 of My Hero Academia's final season is an absolute masterpiece. Fans and critics alike have hailed it as one of the best animated and most emotionally charged episodes in the entire series, with an IMDb rating soaring to 9.8 out of 10 within just 24 hours of its release. After a painfully slow start of the season, this episode reignites the spark of what made My Hero Academia so special in the first place. It's heartfelt, it's hype, and it feels like the show, thanks to Bakugo himself, finally went plus ultra again. We pick up immediately after All Might's devastating defeat at the hands of All for One. The hero who once embodied peace is now broken, helpless, and about to be killed publicly. Even Deku, locked in his fight against Shigaraki, can't reach him in time. Desperation and sadness grow as everyone can only watch. And then, an explosive spark breaks the darkness as Bakugo rises from almost certain death. It's one of those anime moments people will be revisiting for years, not just because it looks insanely awesome, but because Studio Bones absolutely went wild here. Bakugo's teamwork with Deku in this episode is another huge highlight. They move like veterans, like two halves of the same soul. They just need to look at each other to know exactly what to do. And without a single word, they move in perfect sync, an instinctive connection between the two long-standing rivals and allies alike. Bakugo's injuries still ache. Every movement hurts, but he pushes through it, and in doing so, he reaches new level of mastery over his explosion quirk. He snatches Toshinori's body from All for One's grasp with a single blast. He's so fast, and the explosion so powerful, that the villain loses his arms, left in awe of what just happened. He can't believe what he's seen, the embodiment of chaos and defiance standing tall where hope had already died. And yes, Bakugo's revival is now fully explained. He did die, if only briefly, but his own sweat, volatile and explosive, reignited his heart. Literally, his quirk saved him. Edgeshot's self-sacrifice repaired his body, but Bakugo's willpower brought him back. That's why it feels so meaningful. All for One tries to downplay what just happened and decides to move on with his master plan. He flies toward Shigaraki, internalizing his frustration and how nothing seems to be going as planned. He doesn't say it out loud, but that feeling, it's fear. Fear of losing. But Bakugo won't let him just fly away that easily. He quickly catches up with the villain, declaring himself to be his final boss, blasting him right in the face. That triggers a flash of trauma in All for One. A memory he quickly dismisses before fleeing again. But Bakugo stays true to his claim. Despite the pain, despite his injuries, he catches up once more in an incredible display of speed that feels like time itself stops. Another blast and a direct hit. This time, the trauma hits fully. The memory of Kudo, the second user of One for All, resurfaces. Bakugo and Kudo hold a striking resemblance, not only in the looks but in spirit. History repeats itself, but this time, the ending will be different. And finally, there's All Might's fate. For years, My Hero Academia has played with the classic shonen trope of the mentor's inevitable death. Ever since his gruesome fate was predicted by Night Eye, the series has been building that narrative across seasons. But this episode flips it. All Might doesn't die, he's saved. And in doing so, My Hero Academia challenges one of anime's oldest cliches. The scene of All Might telling Night Eye that precursors are supposed to die when passing the baton, and Night Eye replying that only happened in comic books, is perfect. Because My Hero Academia reminds us that being a hero isn't just about dying gloriously. It's about giving everything you have, and sometimes even heroes need to be saved. This episode is visually and emotionally stunning. It delivers on every front. The animation, the character expressions, the sound design, everything feels alive and dynamic. Even with its tendency to break the rhythm with flashbacks or internal monologues mid-fight, it's hard not to be impressed in the end. The episode shows us that we can still believe in idealisms, that anyone can fight hard and change the course of destiny. It shows us how one action, one spark, can reignite everything again. Bakugo's awakening is the moment the show reminded everyone why it matters. Not because of the quirks, but because of heart, and ultimately because of hope. So, what do you think? Was Bakugo's return everything you hoped for? Or you think that the way they revived the character hurts the story? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you felt that spark too, don't forget to like and subscribe because next week we're gonna see how this battle goes on. Bye!